So this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is Asylum Seekers Reject New York City Shelter, citing bad living conditions. Let's see where this takes us, guys. Let's jump into it.
Efforts to house migrants in New York City growing more chaotic as officials try to force some of them from this Manhattan hotel to a new shelter. The migrants protesting the move, instead sleeping on the street. Some of them say the conditions at the Brooklyn cruise ship terminal, which the city set up with 1,000 beds for single men, are unlivable, with reports from men who were there of only limited bathroom facilities.
We cross the street like this for take a shower and come back to this.
The city bused some people to the...
All right, so really quickly, I just had to kind of get a gist of what was actually happening here. All right, so migrants, all right? So when you go to a place, right, you cannot expect 100% like whatever your dream was of what America was before you decided to basically come through the border. You cannot really expect people to live up to the dream specifically in your head, right? I mean, the fact that New York City, the mayor put them into a hotel, right? I mean, that was amazing. I wish that could be something that people in New York City, specifically that are without houses, would have the ability to also utilize. But now here's the thing: that gigantic shelter that was created near the docks itself. If you're going to say you're a sanctuary city, okay, you're going to allow these people to come in, you're going to house them. At the very least, you probably need to have enough bathrooms for them. Okay, that's just the reality of this here. If you're going to say you're going to do it, you might as well, at the very least, take care of that very specific human need. We do not need like any type of plague-oriented thing happening in the middle of Manhattan, right? We don't need any of that. We got rid of that, right? We built toilets and sewer systems. So if there's too many people for your tiny sewer, and you're going to call yourself a sanctuary city, at the very least, you probably should take care of that one single need.
And come back to this.
The city bused some people to the facility over the weekend, many who fled political turmoil and economic instability in Venezuela.
They feel safer sleeping in the streets rather than sleeping in what reminds them of an ICE detention center.
Several returned to Manhattan, warning others not to go, resulting in the sidewalk encampment under scaffolding.
Y a mí me toca desocupar mañana. Y me toca irme para allá, pero para allá no me voy porque de verdad eso no está apto para uno vivir allá.
But all of them will soon be forced to leave, the city saying the hotel will become a shelter strictly for families with children.
¿Qué te están diciendo? ¿Que se pueden quedar aquí o los van a mover?
Nos están dando, quiere que nos vayamos para Brooklyn, para eso es como un campamento militar, algo bien feo.
Some of the men say they've been through constant displacement since leaving their home countries to being bused to New York from other states and now moving around various shelters or hotels.
Bro, we don't have enough housing, right? I mean, like, if you would stop telling everyone to come along with you just because you got in, there may be places for you, right? But the fact is, the borders are being bombarded, and then you're basically moving to other cities that have also been bombarded at almost the same rate, it seems. You cannot expect for an infinite amount of open houses for you to be in. You cannot. Like, the expectations are way too high for some of these individuals. Again, and the title of this video says asylum seekers. If these people were actually running from like imminent expiration, let's say, right, then that's a different situation. The problem is, if you ask 98% of the people that are here in this video here, exactly why they came, they're here for economic reasons. And that's, I'm sorry, that isn't our issue, right? Like, there's a limit to it, bro, right? And they're also not going to get past the asylum tests, guys, at all. So while they're here, they're basically depleting whatever is available for the city of New York, city of Chicago, right? El Paso, San Diego, Denver, right? They're just depleting the stores of finances there. And then complaining, apparently, that things are not up to to the standards that they built up in their head about the United States of America. Guys, that's wild.
Being bused to New York from other states and now moving around various shelters or hotels. The city saying 42,000 asylum seekers have come here since last spring.
¿Cómo te sientes de toda la situación?
No, una cosa de loco, no pensé que esto me iba a pasar aquí. De verdad, y en este país tampoco.
The mayor's office in a statement saying, quote, "We continue to surpass our moral obligations," and insisting the Brooklyn site will provide the same services as other city-run relief centers. But local elected officials said in a joint statement their scheduled tour of the facility, supposed to be set up for the next 3 months, was postponed by the mayor's office, arguing if the shelter was ready for people to begin arriving Saturday, it should be ready for elected officials to visit on Monday. Despite the uncertainty, Ivan Pereira, who fled Venezuela, says he has faith.
¿Sabes dónde vas a dormir esta noche?
No. La verdad no tengo ni idea, ¿sabes? Solo tengo fe, yo tengo fe que esto se va a solucionar. No soy el único que está.
Oh, they're saying that he has faith that this will all be resolved.
En esta situación.
Yeah, I'm not the only one in the situation. Basically pointing out the fact that there's many other people also, like in his circle, that also are going through the same thing. Yes, because you told your friends to come along with you once you got through. Yeah, of course you're in the situation. You flooded the market, bro.
Pero bueno, les recuerdo que nosotros no vinimos de la selva, nosotros somos fuertes, somos guerreros, ¿verdad?
Okay.
All right, Valerie Castro joins us now from Manhattan. Valerie, how many people have been sleeping outside in front of the hotel the last few nights?
Tom, mutual aid workers here tell us that there were about 50 people who slept outside on Saturday night. They said Sunday night it was between 80 and 100 people. Again, people are expected to camp here tonight. Over the weekend, the weather was actually mild by New York standards in January. But, Tom, the temperatures are expected to drop in the coming days.
You know, this increase in migrants coming to New York City has been a huge problem for the current mayor. Some people have criticized the number of bathrooms that have been available at that new shelter. What is the city saying about all these issues?
The city tells us that there are adequate bathroom facilities both inside the terminal building and in some trailers that were brought in. They tell us there are about 90 toilets available. They wouldn't specify how many showers. Again, people are concerned about the conditions once they arrive there. And we've asked the city if people are actually staying in that shelter. They tell us that there are people that have spent the night but couldn't specify exactly how many were staying there. Tom.
Okay. Guys, and again, when it comes to specific like bathroom things, if you're going to say that they can come and you're open and willing for them to be there, right? I think at the very least, the bathroom situation should definitely be probably top priority, and then most likely sustenance. Okay, specifically the bathroom, because guys, we do not, under any circumstance, want to devolve, want to allow New York City to devolve into, you know, a country that has, you know, plumbing issues, let's say, right? Then the rats start to pop up even more than they already are in Manhattan, right? Do we really need an outbreak of something crazy happening in a major hub in the world? All right. That's honestly my only concern with this. And again, you cannot come here. And a lot of people romanticize the United States of America, right? I mean, imagine you're from somewhere else, you see all these Hollywood movies, and then now you think that the American dream is just something that is attainable for everyone. Bro, the American dream is not attainable for the majority of Americans, right? So but they don't understand that. They just see whatever they see on these movies, and then they pick a city that they've seen in a movie and say, I want to live there. I want to live that life. But that's just not the reality, bro. Like, I'm telling you, if it was like 1/20th, right, of the amount of people that have come seeking asylum, actual asylum seekers, not economic migrants, I'm sure that would actually be a different situation. To be honest, like just outside looking in here, right? That would be a different thing. And I'm almost positive the same amount of people would not just be up in arms and just completely outraged that this is happening. There'd be a lot less people if the people that were actually coming seriously needed help and not just here to use the United States of America as basically an ATM to funnel funds to the people that they left behind in their country. All right. Listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day. thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.